Makes sense.
And that's when Chris drove back to the house. He left the site around 2-ish. He was arrested on August 15th after failing a lie detector test. The whole thing happened only 2 days after the murders. According to what criminologist Philip Stinson told People.com, things unfolded so quickly that he was trapped with no alternative but to cooperate with the reporters. I don't think he anticipated that a friend of his wife would so quickly alert authorities to her failing to show up for a scheduled medical appointment and was not at the house on Monday. In that first confession, he told investigators that Shanann smothered the girls and he strangled her out of rage. He later told Sherilyn Cadle that he got the idea to say that from the investigators themselves. I mean, they didn't believe it for a second. The physical evidence told a very different story. On August 16th, Nikki went to the police with her dad to tell them she'd been having
I hate that dress. I just don't like that color, and I don't think it's that flattering.
Where was it taken? Where was that? Was that when they were camping?
Yeah.
Well, it makes her butt look big.
They already knew after speaking with Chris.
Well, she has a nice body. There's more stuff that looks
She deleted
better.
all of her texts from him and his contact information. She asked her good friend to delete all the texts she'd sent her about Chris. She looked up Amber Frey. She wanted to know how much Amber Frey had made on a book deal and if people hated Amber Frey. And then she searched for information on how or if those deleted text conversations could be retrieved by the police. And only then did she start talking.
I think I met him sometime in June, early June.
See, isn't this good? They're
I like her.
Only then.
Talking at work. It was pretty casual.
I like that picture.
Yeah, I haven't. That's the first time I've
he
seen
didn't
that.
have a wedding ring on his finger. And every time I talked to him, he didn't tell me that he was in a relationship. He didn't even mention his kids right away either. And then one day he told me that he had 2 kids. I was like, that's pretty cool. And started telling me about his kids.
That sounded like a sarcastic comment.
No, I thought it was
because
cute.
it was.
I was like, oh, he's a dad. It was like right around Father's Day too. So whenever that is in June.
Her voice gets annoying sometimes.
So he told me he had kids, and then it was Father's Day shortly after that. So that's what I do now. And I was like, I know, I thought it was cute. And then he's telling me about him. He's pretty excited about him. And then
I don't want to see her face.
He mentioned that he did have a significant other. And then he told me that those 2 were in the process of a separation.
I've been there. It's actually really cool in the sand dunes.
I would like to go there.
It's like, let's see, maybe like 4.5 hours from me. Southern Colorado. It's super cool there. Sorry, go ahead.
Have you gone to the naked campgrounds?
Dude, I've got some freaking stories about naked fucking camping. Okay, so my mom was a hippie, and she used to make us go backpacking, but it wasn't a naked campground. It was a naked hot springs. So people would walk around naked. Dude, before I was an adult, I had seen way too much. Yeah. No, maybe it's a Colorado thing.
Maybe. Maybe. Oh, okay. Let's see. Jennifer Stewart. Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
Let's see. She says, Nikki and Shanann had a long drive that night. She confided in her, and her absence the next morning was intuitive. Yes. Yeah.
Imagine, if I could have been a fly on the wall in that car.
Yeah.
Imagine
and
all the
Nick
stuff.
was in the back seat, so he heard it all too.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Snake in the grass. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's the perfect way to say it.
I didn't know his significant other's name for a while. And then I think he told me his kids' names pretty quick. But to be honest with you, on an exact date of when that happened, I don't know.
In February 2018, Chris told the FBI that Nikki, did know that he was married right from the beginning. He thought she probably lied to the police to save face. But did you know she also said she didn't know his significant other's name or that she was pregnant? She lied about a lot to save face. And did you catch how she won't say Shanann's name? She keeps calling her significant other. She won't do it. And here's the very, very strange thing. In the discovery documents, a search of her phone and computer turned up some very suspect items. The most suspect and the most debated are these two searches for Chris and Shanann, one in August 2017 and one in January of 2018, a full year before Shanann was murdered. Very strange.
Very strange.
And there are two schools of thought on this. The first is that it's a huge indicator that Nichol has something more to say on this subject. And the other is that this is a typo. A reporter from Crime Online...
They said that it wasn't a typo. Didn't they ask the court office and they said
Yeah, I don't think
or
that
did they say it could be? I don't remember.
I didn't think it was, but who knows?
I think they said it. There's when I don't
down
know.
the record supervisor at the Frederick Police Department, and they said, yes, it is a typo.
No, they didn't.
But which one? Searching Chris's name in August of 2017 or searching Shanann's name in January of 2018, 8 months before Chris would murder her. To be fair, there are several typos in the discovery documents, like this one, when the date should read Monday, August 13th, but as you can see instead, it says Monday, August 12th. So, the typo or not, this is the part that makes it a little, I don't know, disturbing. When Crime Online asked if the district attorney's office planned to dig a little deeper into the fact that Nichol might have blatantly lied about how long she'd known Chris, even potentially pursuing him for up to a year before the murders.
Well, she did lie.
This.
Yeah.
Chris Watt's guilty plea precluded any need to further probe the results of the forensic analysis of Nichol's phone.
Is this the guy that you know?
No, his boss, the guy who had the job before him.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. So, okay. So, Nichol, I did a short actually earlier about she probably would have gotten in some sort of legal trouble had he not have made that plea deal. Do you know what I mean? Because if he hadn't made that plea deal, they would have had to do something about her lying. Do you know what I mean? The only way for her to get out of it, or that she did get out of it, I think, is that plea. Because they don't need her testimony anymore. They don't need another person to get busted for it. Or do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Hold on one second. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
I ordered a Walmart delivery and I can't remember what time it's coming.
Just beat on your door.
I don't know if I need to turn my light on, my porch light.
We did not get to the point in our investigation of attempting to independently verify that or not because Chris Watts pled guilty. Where that anomaly in the data comes from, I can't answer it for you. I don't know the answer to it. Discuss amongst yourselves. Now, when you meet a guy you like, you check them out on Facebook, right? Well, let's assume Nikki's telling the truth and that she was first attracted to Chris in June of 2018. So take a look at these work emails between them starting in early June. As you can see, they escalated their friendship pretty quickly. Certainly by the time they started having sex, only a couple weeks after this exchange. A quick glance on Facebook would tell you if your new boyfriend was lying to you about leaving his wife, which is what he said to her, and he was lying. And Shanann posted constantly. She told the world how much she loved her husband almost every day on Facebook. Let's take a quick look at the events of that summer that led up to this.
That's what makes her so kind of gross, is that she went on Facebook and saw Shanann. You just know it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's well, and think of how many other things she could have looked her up on the Thrive website. Yeah. There's a lot of ways. She could have listened in on Thrive, like live calls. Do you know what I mean? Like there's just so many ways.
She's not the type to be like, oh, he has a wife and just really not really care about it. Just go about her life with him and just, she seems the type to dot her I's and cross her T's.
Oh yeah, and she's done this before. She's not an idiot. She knows how to manipulate people. She knows how to manipulate men. Like, I just can't believe that they didn't call her immediately on her BS. You know, when they're interviewing her, because they knew better. They just wanted all the info at first.
They just wanted her to talk. They wanted to keep her talking at first, I think, and then when he freaking.
I hope someday she comes out of the woodwork and does like an Oprah interview, you know?
Oh, you know, if she's down on her luck, one day she will. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
I miss your face. I was just calling to say hi.
By June 14th, Chris had her phone number programmed into his phone. On June 27th, Shanann took the girls and went to
he
stay
had
with
her
her parents.
under. Did we find out what he had her under?
A booty call.
His phone literally said booty call? No.
No, I'm just teasing.
Okay, because I'm like,
I don't know.
I wonder what he had her under. Mom, probably. Shanann would never check that.
In North Carolina.
Yeah,
is when Chris and Nikki's relationship got very intense, very fast. Nikki told police she went to Chris's house for the first time on the 4th of July to set up his diet and weight loss and exercise goals.
Yeah.
She said he invited her to his house, he cooked lunch, they ate, and she left. That wasn't exactly true. Chris told the FBI in February that he actually spent the night.
Look at the dude in the background. I never noticed that before.
Together on the 4th with a lot of missed calls from Shanann on his phone. No, he told Nikki he was going home to talk to his wife, and that made Nikki mad. He said this was one of those times he had to talk her off a cliff and reassure her. She ended up coming to his house anyway.
So for sure she knew about Shanann.
His meal plan.
Oh, yeah.
And then they went back to her house. Chris had been gradually distancing himself from Shanann, and she'd noticed. On July 14th, Nikki was at his house again, but that led to another time that he had to reassure her. It wasn't exactly like she said to the police, you know, that she was encouraging him to work things out with Shanann, but instead she was coming off as sort of the exact opposite. Yeah. Chris said she told him she didn't want kids, but on that day, she told him she wanted to give him his first son. That's when Chris told the letters
to feedback.
What?
I'm starting to hear a lot of feedback.
Is it my? I only have my phone on.
I don't know if it's you.
It could be that.
Because
see if that's better.
Yeah, it is better. What?
Okay, because I had a book behind it to catch the sound. That's probably what it was.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I just started hearing it, and I know somebody mentioned they heard it a couple.
Christopher Author.
Live
he started to think about
why we heard it live.
What she wanted and be with her. He asked her for help finding a new apartment, and she said she was helping him do that. It's been asked, suggested, wondered about what else she might have been helping with. On July 18th, she sent him this infamous bikini shot that he had hidden on his phone in that secret calculator app.
He took the picture. How did she send it to him?
His family and his parents for a week on July 31st.
He probably sent it.
So he and Nikki took one last vacation together.
I kind of wish my butt looked like that, though.
Spent the weekend camping at the Great Sand Dunes National Park.
I'm having a wonderful time. You mean a lot to me, and I'm glad that you're having a blast. I am so out of breath.
I use that clip and I put in the description. NK loves CW forever.
That's what she had on all of her notebooks, you know.
That's why I put for the thumbnail I put NK's burn book.
Chris flew out to North Carolina to spend a week with Shanann and the girls. Before he left, Nikki texted him this: "Take this time and try to heal things with your wife and enjoy time with your family."
That was all text.
Then when he got
She's
there,
so manipulative.
"I can't call, just text." She responded, "Why not? Are you with her?" So much for no pressure. So Chris tried to make her happy by not having sex with Shanann that whole week. He's basically switching from one woman he feels controlled by to another woman that wants to control him.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely coming from your end. How about we do this? We
I'll keep
your
it muted until I talk. Okay. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, sorry. We're new and we're getting this our stuff down for you guys. Trying to improve everything.
The first night he was there, he slipped Shanann 80 milligrams of oxycodone by telling her it was something to help with her headache. He told Cheryl and Cato that he wanted Shanann to miscarry the baby that they had named Nico. He thought it would be easier to be with Nikki if Shanann wasn't pregnant. But where did he get the oxy? He said he would never reveal that, which seems to suggest that he must have gotten it from someone.
Recently he got it from Jamie. Who did I hear that from? Is that another Dave thing? Is it? Or maybe somebody put it in, I think maybe somebody put it in my comments. It's in a comment somewhere. So it's hearsay. Sorry, guys.
Close to him, someone he wanted to protect and still does. While Chris was away, Nikki was making plans of her own. Police discovered internet searches for wedding dresses, Shanann Watts, and phrases like, "Man I'm having an affair with says he will leave his wife and marrying your mistress." This is definitely not what
They never marry their mistress, and she should know better. They never leave their wife. Like, it's a tale as old as time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he wasn't going to leave her. I don't think he even knew how to begin to leave her. He was trying, but I don't think he could. She would have like just tore him apart.
Yeah, he was already afraid of her.
Yeah.
Let alone everything that would have came with it.
Listen, I'm afraid of her. She is one of those people that you don't mess with. You just don't.
No. She's like her. I would imagine her mom's like that. The Italian, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Just doing a search for Shanann Watts would have pulled up her Facebook, and you would have seen the entire history of the relationship, including the fact that she was pregnant, which, if you remember, she did try to say that she didn't know about until Chris was arrested and the media said so. Not so much. In yet another phone search conducted by authorities, investigators found searches for sexual videos, positions, tons of searches for Shanann. Chris told Cheryl and Cato that when he got back into
tons of searches for Shanann? I didn't know that.
Oh, I bet like through the Facebook and the, you know what I mean? I'm sure she was really stalking her. You know what I mean? Like everywhere.
But they're saying there was tons. So was it proven that there was tons? Or is it just Cheryl and Cato saying? No, how would she know?
Well, I wonder if it's in the Discovery somewhere. You know, there's so much stuff I haven't seen. I'd like to go through that someday. It would take forever.
I know that a lot of channels did like go deep in through all that. And I
don't think I would definitely want to go into everything, but there's a few things that I would want to see in there, you know?
Yeah, it would be good to go through the more interesting things.
Yeah, like pieces of it. Mm-hmm. Town, he went to see Nikki and she gave him a key to her place, something Nikki never told the FBI. That key was the final push he needed to get rid of Shanann. According to letters from Christopher, he left Nikki's house with the key to her house in his pocket, and he met Shanann at her ultrasound appointment. But he could already feel himself completely uninterested in this child or in her. He was already starting to think about killing them. On August 8th, he deleted his Facebook account. He told Shanann he wanted to take a break from social media, but then in her police interview, Nikki let it slip that she had told Chris to shut it down.
Did you know that part? About it, that I didn't know that she told him to shut it down, NK. Did you know that?
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
She sure, for them not dating very long, sure was trying to move things along with him getting away from his wife. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and he just jumped into one bossy babe to another bossy babe.
So. Some people just like to be pushed around, I guess, you know?
Some people just like boss babes.
Older, he closed it. Nikki asked him if he'd actually scrubbed it by sending a specific request to Facebook. I do not know about that. Do you? Chris didn't either. So Nicky thinks he just deactivated it. Later, Chris told police he'd done it so Nicole's friends couldn't look him up and tell her that his wife was not acting like a woman who was leaving her husband. Clearly, at that time, he did not know that Nicole had done plenty of searches on her own. On August 9th, Shanann left for Arizona, and Chris was already thinking of exactly how to murder his family. He sent this picture to Shanann saying Bella had done this with the sheet, but later he admitted it was him, and he'd sent it to her to get her reaction.
Okay, when did that happen? Because I don't ever remember him admitting that he was the one that put that doll on the sheet. Hold on, your mic is muted.
Maybe he said that to Sherilyn at some point. You know what I mean?
Maybe, but where the frick is she getting all this from?
She just made it up. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
August 10th, Chris volunteered to check out a maintenance issue on the oil tanks known as Survey 319 on Monday morning, August 13th. At that time, his boss didn't think anything of it because Chris was a hard worker, but that site was so far away, no one really ever put their hand up to go there. Clearly, Chris is already formulating a plan. On August 11th, he hired a babysitter for the girls and he went to dinner with Nicky. He told Shanann he was going to a Colorado Rockies game with a friend from work.
You can't tell me that wasn't a planning dinner.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. What was it, the day before? The night before, right?
Yeah. And I wonder if Jim was there.
Ooh. Although people remember him coming into the restaurant, I think.
Oh, they
sitting
do?
together. Yeah. I think somebody was saying on their post that if you go to the Lazy Dog, that same one that they went to, like the waitress that served them still works there, and they'll show you like the booth that he ate in and everything.
When I come to Colorado, that's what we're doing.
That sounds exciting. Plus, I've never ate there, and that sounds amazing. I'll have what Chris had. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, I'll have what she's having.
No.
Got an alert on her phone that their joint account had been used at this Lazy Dog bar and grill for more than $60. Like a lot more than one person might spend on themselves there. For the first time, Shanann was seriously considering that Chris might have a mistress. Her friends say that wasn't something she really believed before that night. Chris always paid for dates with Anadarko gift cards, but that night, he just didn't seem to care. Even Nicky noticed, and she told the police about it, but she said to them that she thought it was further evidence that Shanann had insisted on moving forward with the divorce, despite Chris's best efforts to work things out. Well, she and Chris must have been celebrating because at 9:30 that morning, she spent 45 minutes Googling how to prepare for anal sex. On August 12th, Chris took the girls to a birthday party, and he texted with
So we sort of know what happened after the Lazy Dog.
Nicky most of the day. Also on August 12th, Nicky was having this text conversation with her good friend.
Muted, Rose.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say
it's a little.
It was inappropriate anyways.
Been kind of hanging out with a guy recently, keeping it a secret. Dude loves to eat pussy. Never met a man who does till now. I just let it happen. LOL. Where did you meet this man? Feel like every dude I meet has kids these days, and if they don't, they have commitment issues or some BS like Sean. What's the guy's name? Kids are cute. It's a package deal, though. The fact that he takes care of his kids is a good thing, I think. He's all about his kids. That's cool. How old are they? I just feel like I will always be in second place, like he's been there, done that. Don't tell nobody. I haven't made my mind up on him yet. It's the best sex I've ever had. I'm hooked. Now, that night, Chris fed.
Do you believe that, though? Do you think he's the best anyone's ever had?
Do you think? Can you imagine it? I cannot. I can imagine the eating the pea, but I cannot imagine like the other part being really good.
You know, that actually makes me think maybe he did sleep with people before then. Do you know what I mean? Because being as he didn't date around, he had no way to get that sexual experience to know what girls liked.
Yeah, because of Shanann was basically his first girlfriend, right?
Right. Yeah, and she didn't want to do like any of.
He said she was vanilla. Well, he didn't use those words, but he did say.
Yeah. He kind of described this. She wasn't really into any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So, who did he get that confidence with? Otherwise, she would have described it as he's really good once you get him going, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Or I'm
that
really
makes me
teaching
wanna
him.
believe
I really taught him
Amanda.
to be really good or something.
Yeah, well, it's so gross to think about him actually being, good in bed.
Well, you know, the actual fact of the matter is that after he murdered Shanann and the girls, he never saw Nikki again. So the last person he's ever had sex with outside of, prison, I'm not saying, I don't know what he's doing in prison, but was Shanann. It wasn't NK. Because he said they had sex that night.
Oh, yeah.
Well, how about those?
Dude, he's just a
tidbits?
creep.